like crazy.
Well, Spencer, pro day, just what are your general thoughts? How do you think you did today?
I did pretty good. I came out here, just showcased the rest of my talents and stuff like that, especially with the drills. That's what I was looking forward to doing. Did a great job, a little phenomenal job with that, so I'm blessed, man.
You have any nerves headed into today? It's kind of a big day for you, right?
Yeah, most definitely. The crazy thing is, like, when you first get out here, it's like you're nervous at the same time, but it's something that you've been doing since you was like 4 years old at the end of the day. So all that training, and you're doing all of this and this and that, all this training throughout this short span of time just for this one day. And this is the last time you'll ever do this another day in your life. So, I mean, you got to soak in everything.
Did you have any particular marks you wanted to hit today? Did you feel like you got where you wanted to with the drills you went through?
With some things I did, some things I didn't. At the end of the day, I'm going to chalk it up to the game. That's what it was. Came out here, still competed, had a great time, had even a more great time cheering on my teammates, man. Just seeing everybody come out here and support, it was a great feeling.
What are the advantages of benching here compared to doing it at the Combine?
I wouldn't even say it's an advantage. I mean, like I said, you're still going to get critiqued the same, but it's just finding your groove at the same time at your own home place. And you got to feel a better feel for what it is at home since you work out there a lot more. And so it's just a better feeling.
Were you happy with what you did today? I think it was 26, right?
Yeah, somewhere 26, 27. But it is, like I said, I was shooting for 30. Came up a little bit short. But I mean, I can't complain. I'm blessed. I'm happy.
You beat Hunter at least.
Yeah, I mean, with Hunter lifts, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, you can catch Hunter kicking the ball, or you can catch him benching all day, every day. That's a big walking ball muscle. Great guy, man. Great guy to be around, for real.
Spencer, what did it mean to have all the NFL teams here?
I'm just glad they get the exposure at the end of the day. Having all 32 NFL teams here just gives everyone a fair shot, gives everybody a fair chance just to be put in front of these teams. You know, sometimes guys may have not been invited somewhere. Some did, some didn't. But at the end of the day, when you come here, I mean, you still have the same 32 NFL teams that you get to showcase your talents in front of. So I feel like that was a blessing as well.
We haven't talked to you since the Combine. Just what's this whole process been like for you? Can you try and summarize?
It's been a mental grind, not gonna lie to you. Mental and physical grind, but more mental than anything. So it's a lot of things that come with it that sometimes a lot of people might know about, but actually going through it is a whole totally different thing. And so I feel like that was probably the biggest thing and the biggest part about the whole process was just assessing your mental, make sure that everything is good with your mental and stuff like that. It's also a physical grind. You can't run your body in the dirt. You got to know when to pull off, when to put a little bit more in. On recovery, you got to recover the right way. And just things that you do on a day-to-day basis at the end of the day. But all in all, I feel like that was the biggest thing, was the mental part and the mental aspect of it.
What's next for you?
Hopefully the draft. Like I said, now you see it, you got to take these visits to the teams that invite you out there and stuff like that. Take teams, talk to GMs and stuff like that. Other than that, right now it's just going to keep training. Now you're working actual position work and stuff like that. It's no longer track practice at the end of the day. You're actually working for what you're finna get paid to do, which is play football. And so that's what I'm looking forward to now.
Does this feel any different though, that now that this is your job and you're not going to school, that this is really, you know, what you want to be doing 24 hours a day?
Right. I mean, you have to have a dedication to it. At the end of the day, you have to look a grown man in the eye and be able to take food off his plate. That's basically what it is. Like, we're going here to take grown men's jobs, men with families. And so sometimes it's not personal, but at the same time it is. Because it's either eat or starve at this point. And so it's a tough business to be in, but at the same day, it's very rewarding on the back end. So, I mean, it has its pros and cons, but I'm just glad to be in the position that I am.
Why was it important for you and the other Combine guys to be out here today when you didn't have to necessarily do this?
Because it's just another opportunity to showcase your talents at the end of the day. Just show that what you have in the tank. Some might be looking at something that another scout might not. All teams have different assets, different techniques that they may teach you. It's just seeing how well you're coachable and see how well you can process and put those things in motion, and however you deal with those drills and however you deal with those motions and movements that they're trying to teach you.
Any for all of you guys, though, to come and be here and actually possibly bring some extra shine to maybe some guys that, quite frankly, could use it?
Right. I mean, like I said, all 32 NFL teams are here. So I feel like whether we were here or not, at the same time, like, the 32 teams are still going to come at the end of the day. Yeah, it may bring a little bit of exposure, it may not. But at the end of the day, as long as those guys get the same opportunity that we do to have that type of exposure and to showcase themselves, I feel like that's what it's all about.
Spencer, what'd you weigh in at today?
I weighed in at 301, 302.
Have you been making an effort to add more weight or do anything different compared to the season?
Right now, I'm just trying to maintain it. Just keep it anywhere from like the 302, 305 range, just maintain it. Probably on this back end, I'll probably do more bulking up for muscle and stuff like that. But right now, I just feel comfortable where I'm at and just try to get as lean and strong as possible for the next level.
Is this about the weight you played at last season?
Before I got sick, yeah, I was playing anywhere from around 295 to 300. Of course, I got sick, lost 20 pounds, and then had to jump back and bounce back. I ended up putting on 20 lean pounds of muscle at Exos in Frisco, and so I came back and I felt great.
Thanks,